Thank you.
Right.
Today we'll start a new chapter. Chapter 1, the title of the chapter, Plant Cell and Metabolism Specialties. In this chapter, we first learn about the cell structure and different organelles of cell. So first we read cell, what is cell or define cell. And you know our course plant biochemistry. So we individually also read plant cell. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. But when we read plant cell, we know plant cell is a eukaryotic cell. So this cell is well organized nucleus. So in this nucleus we found 5 components in the nucleus, such as nuclear membrane, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and chromatin or chromosome. These 5 components is essential in the eukaryotic cell or plant cell. So we also define plant cell. The plant cell is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all non-living plants. When it is found in plants, so it is called plant cell. And when it is found in bacteria, it is called bacterial cell. And also when the cell found in animal, it is called animal cell. The study of cells is called cell biology. In the branch of biological science, the cell biology generally deals the structure, morphology, functions, origin, etc. Cell biology. So in the cell, sorry, in the structure of cell, we know the cell first discovered by Robert Hooke, 1665, and cells emerged on the earth. Generally, we know the origin of cell in the universe 3.5 billion years ago, and therefore gradually we know about the structure of different types of cell, and also the origin, different types of metabolic reaction that occurs in the different parts of cell, and the structure of the different organelles of the cell, which organelles perform which type of functions, and which type of metabolic reaction and biochemical reaction generally occur in the different types of different types of compartments in cellular compartments or subcellular compartments. Next, morphology of cell. Morphology. What is morphology? Morphology is a branch of biology dealing with the study of the form and structure of organisms and their specific structural features is called morphology. In the morphology of cell, generally we know the shape of cell, structure of cell, color, pattern, size, and the external morphology of the cell also we know, and we also know the eudaimonia, and the internal morphology generally we know by the study of anatomy of cell. This is called the morphology of cell. Next, the structure of soul. See the two structure, one is animal cell, left side animal cell, and a right side plant cell. So see the two structure and compare what is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell. Generally, we know in the course viva and also the semester final viva, generally we ask some question from students, what is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell? So you see the structure and compare plant cell with animal cell. First you compare the cell wall. We know generally cell wall found in only plant cell. Cell wall only found in plant cell, not in animal cell. So it is the first comparison between plant cell and animal cell. Next, a major comparison, chloroplast. Chloroplast generally containing chlorophyll, green color component that generally helps for the biosynthesis of oxygen by the utilization of carbon dioxide and water. This reaction is called photosynthesis. This photosynthetic reaction generally occur in plant cell, not in animal cell. So the second point of the differentiate between plant cell and animal cell, plant cell generally occur in photosynthetic reaction, but animal cell do not occur photosynthetic reaction. Chloroplast generally found in plant cell, but animal cell do not found the chloroplast. Next, the major points of the difference is a large vacuole. A large vacuole generally found in plant cell, but one or more small cell vacuole found in animal cell. You just read only 3 or 4 major points for the difference between plant cell and animal cell for your course viva or semester final viva. Next, types or classification of cell. In this point, we know cell generally classify different ways. In the first point, we can classify cell on the basis of nucleus organization. So in this point, cell can classify by two types, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell not found well organized nucleus. In the prokaryotic cell, we found only a single nuclear material, DNA. Just example, in bacterial cell, we know, you read your third semester syllabus, classmates. Just a bacterial cell contain two types of DNA. One is bacterial DNA and another is plasmid DNA. But another nuclear components, another full nuclear components such as nuclear membrane, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, and nucleolus do not found in the bacterial cell such as prokaryotic cell. So it is called the not well organized nucleus containing cell. And another types of cell is eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell such as example plant cell, animal cell, protist, fungi, etc. This type of cells containing well organized nucleus, and this nucleus must contain 5 elements that generally found in the structure of nucleus. Next, on the basis of physiological function. Physiological function, on the basis of physiological function, we classify cell by the 2 types. One is somatic cell. This type of cell generally bind our body. This cell is also called body cell. And another types of cell is called germinal or reproductive cell, such as sperm and ovum. Sperm is a male reproductive cell and ovum is female reproductive cell that is generally work for the reproduction and the creation of new generation. Another types of cell that is generally found in the organism, such as plant cell. When it is found in plants, it is called plant cell, and when it is found in animal, it is called animal cell. So we read both types of cell with their organelles, different types of metabolic reaction, different types of physiological reaction that occurs in the cell. So next you see the major difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. We already discussed few points. First you see example of prokaryotic cell, bacteria, archaea. Eukaryotic cell, protist, fungi, plants, animal. Size, generally smaller size in prokaryotic cell, such as 1 to 5 micrometer. Eukaryotic cell 10 to 100 micrometer. Types of nucleus. No true nucleus found in prokaryotic cell. True nucleus we define different ways. Not well organized nucleus found in prokaryotic cell and well organized nucleus found in eukaryotic cell. DNA generally circular, DNA generally linear, ribosome generally 2 types of subunit found in prokaryotic cell, 50S and 30S, eukaryotic cell 60S and 40S. Cytoplasmic structure, very few structure, highly structured found in eukaryotic cell. Mitochondria not found in prokaryotic cell but found in eukaryotic cell. Chloroplast not found in prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells such as algae and plants generally contain chloroplast. Cell division generally occur binary fusion in prokaryotic cell, and eukaryotic cell generally cell division occur by mitosis and meiosis process. Chromosome, single chromosome found in prokaryotic cell and 1 or more chromosome found in eukaryotic cell. So you read the major difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Our today next term, cellular and subcellular compartmentation with their function. In this part, subcellular compartmentation, has to read cellular compartmentation. Cellular compartmentation refers to the way organelle in eukaryotic cell live and work in separate areas within the cells in order to perform their specific functions more efficiently. So, how organized different types of organelles in the cell? It is generally divided by different parts and different types of outer layer to perform the specific function efficiently. This division or this organization is generally called the cellular compartmentation. And subcellular compartmentation also, the study of subcellular compartments is the study of efficient and divided labor with the cell as such. Subdivision of cells into the discrete compartments or part enable the cell to create a specialized environment for specific functions. So we know in the inner side of the cell membrane generally found different types of cell organelle organized by different ways to maintain the cellular environment and also the cellular external environment. This type of division or organization is generally called subcellular compartmentation. Subcellular compartments generally found in cell. Some subcellular compartments such as vacuole, chloroplast, cytosol, mitochondria, nuclear, peroxisome, endoplasmic reticulum, oil bodies, and Golgi bodies. This type of specific compartment perform different types of specific functions such as maintenance of cellular targary, store and waste depository by the perform of vacuole, and some another specific compartmentation such as chloroplast. Chloroplast generally conduct the photosynthesis reaction and synthesis of esters and lipid. Cytosol general metabolic compartment and synthesis of sucrose. Mitochondria cell respiration. Nucleus contain of the genome of the cell. Reaction site of respiration. Peroxisomes reaction site of the process in which toxic transcriptions intermediate are formed. Endoplasmic reticulum, storage of calcium, oil bodies, storage of TG, triglyceride, Golgi bodies, processing and sorting of proteins designed for export from the cell and transport into the vacuole. So here today class, you first read, define cell, define plant cell, define animal cell, which scientist first discovered cell, and how many years emerged the cells in the earth. Then define morphology, what is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell. Write down the basic classification of cells, what is the major difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Define cellular compartmentation, define subcellular compartmentation. Write down the subcellular compartments with their major functions.